Hello, this is Jan, the Local Explorer. In this video I will primarily explore Blue Ridge Parkway, but I'm still not there. Right now I'm at a place called Brown Mountain Overlook on North Carolina Route 181. Brown Mountain is the low ridge right in front of me, and it's famous for its mysterious lights that you can see if you're lucky and come at night, of course. Scientists are sure that the lights are real, but they haven't got an explanation. They are real, but very, very rare. Many of the lights are seen have quite natural explanations. They are sure the real lights also have natural explanations, but they don't know what it is yet. I take a look in the other direction, still from Brown Mountain Overlook, you will see two characteristic mountains, or mountain tops. The one on the right is known as Hawkbill Mountain, and the one on the left is known as Table Rock. From this angle it doesn't look much like a table, but if you see it in the right direction, mostly from south, it has a completely flat top that gives it the name. But let me first record a bit of just driving on the Blue Ridge Parkway. As you can see, it's a two-lane road with a speed limit of 45 miles per hour, some places lower than that, and it's a really winding road. And sometimes right now I'm driving north, but in a moment I will be driving south. That is the compass direction, even if I am still driving north because of the way the road winds. But I will stop here and then record again when I come to some interesting places. The mountain in the background is known as Grandfather Mountain. It's actually the tallest mountain in this part of the Blue Ridge, almost 2,000 meters tall. On Grandfather Mountain is a state park that I would like to visit, but unfortunately it's not possible, as you have to reserve a time slot in advance. And yesterday I had no idea at what time I would be here, so that was unfortunately not possible. But let's take a closer look at the mountain. On top of it is something known as mile-high swinging bridge, a walking bridge you can go. There's also some animal habitats, so unfortunately I can't go there. That must be another time. You may notice a lot of rhododendrons along Blue Ridge Parkway. Wild rhododendrons, as it's April, they're not blooming yet. They will not bloom until late May, and then they will bloom until early July. But they're here, ready to bloom. And this is Lynn Cove Viaduct, engineering performance of the better. This was the final part of Blue Ridge Parkway that was completed around 1985, about 50 years after the construction of the parkway had begun. It takes Blue Ridge Parkway around Grandfather Mountain, and it was built because they didn't want to make an ordinary mountain road with tunnels and switchbacks, so they built this great viaduct instead. Actually, you can walk below the viaduct from the other direction, but today the visitor center was closed and there was no access to the path. So I'll just have to watch it from here. At the other side of the Blue Ridge Parkway, the road, you will see a fence. One of the 4 types of fences that are so characteristic for the southern Appalachians. This type of fence is called a snake fence, and I will show you at least one example of a different type of fence later when I get further north. This is a snake fence because of the way it goes from side to side like a snake. This is Price Lake. Last year in 2021, the lake suddenly dried out. All water was gone, but right now there's water in the lake again. I don't remember the reason for the water except there was a heavy draft, but there was also maybe a break of a dam or something. Anyway, the sea bottom was quite clear, and but now there's water in it again, which makes it a little bit more beautiful. And you can see that the lake drains over the dam and into this small creek. I believe it has something to do with this dam. It was not broken, but maybe the gates were open, at least the lake emptied. I have been here in the fall, and it has been very, very beautiful when all the fall colors are present. Right now no colors immediately, except for the green rhododendrons that are abundant here as many other places. This is the Cone Manor. It was built by a man called Moses H. Cone. He was a textile producer in the late 1800s and early 1900s. I think he passed away about 1907 or 8. He built this home for himself and his wife. They had no children, and it had a beautiful view. This was, of course, long before the Blue Ridge Parkway was even under consideration, as that didn't happen until the 30s. But he had this fantastic house with a fantastic view. Today the house serves as a craft center for local craftsmen and women. This is an overlook known as the Lump, and if I turn around here, you can see the elevation is 3,465 feet. That's not that tall. I've been higher at other places. This is actually the Lump. The hill in the background is actually the Lump, and I think I will climb this hill. And now I'm at the top of the Lump, which you can probably hear from my breath. Let's just take a look around the landscape from the top. Beautiful landscape, if you like landscape, that is. I'm going down the hill again. It's actually much steeper than it looks, both from above and from the bottom. I don't know if it's visible on the video how steep it really is, but I can tell you it was tough going up, just as tough as when I did it last time 3 years ago, before the pandemic. As I approach the parking lot, you can see a sign. I will show you the sign from the other side when I get down. I have been interested in the Tom Dooley case since 2000, but when I saw this sign in 2002, this was what really sparked my interest in the case. I just like to read the sign myself. As promised, I would show you another type of fence characteristic for southern Appalachians. This is known as a so-called post and rail fence, and I can see it has been renewed since my visit here in 2019. Characteristic of both the kind of fence I've shown you and another one, that which name I can't remember, is that they can actually be built without using nails of any kind. And this is the Northwest Trading Post, where you can get handiworks from local artisans and maybe a bite to eat or something. I will enter and see what they have to offer. Toys, more toys. I don't know what that is, but maybe kind of candy. At least there's some. More toys. Books, children's books. More children's books. Clothes, souvenir clothes. Caps with the Blue Ridge Parkway. And signs, bear crossing. Dead End, I love that one. More t-shirts. Sunglasses. Walking sticks. Chips. Marmalade of kinds. This is bear jam. I don't know what it's made from, but bear jam it is. Honey. And buffalo wing sauce. Maybe that could be interesting for my son. Well, I end this video inside here and continue when I get out again. The Blue Ridge Parkway is actually the longest and narrowest protected area in the USA. It's about 470 miles long, but it only has a width of about 2 or 3 feet next to the road. So if I drive here, you can see the shoulder, the grass shoulder, and that's part of the national protected area, sorry. But nothing else. The trees are actually outside the protected area. And with this final glimpse of Blue Ridge Parkway through my front window of the car, I will end this video. I have been Jan, the Global Explorer, exploring Blue Ridge Parkway and some of the sites on the 70 miles of Blue Ridge Parkway I have driven. Blue Ridge Parkway is about 470 miles long, so it's quite a bit I haven't seen. But I drove today about 70 miles and I stopped a few times. Anyway, I have been Jan, the Global Explorer. Thank you for watching. If you want to watch more videos from me, click the subscribe button and press the bell in order to get alerted whenever I upload new videos.